on me, go beast on them. I go beast, go deep, I OD on them. I OD, apply pressure, put heat on them. I go beast, go deep, I OD on them. I OD, apply pressure, put heat on them. I go beast, go deep, I OD on them. I OD, apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees.
Welcome back to the channel, Fat Boys. I am up here at Black Bear Harley-Davidson. It is actually their 20th year anniversary, and I am here to test ride the brand new, relatively brand new, Road Glide ST. So excited to finally ride this. And you know what? This bike just may not be for you. Let's go on the test ride and actually start talking about that, shall we? So finally hopping a leg on over this. It is pretty much built exactly like a normal Road Glide in the new Milwaukee 8 style. You turn and you turn on. And starting up, it sounds really good, feels really good. It's got that nice rumble. And so with this, you may not actually need the Road Glide ST. And everyone's wanting this bike, but just hold on. Before you go and buy this bike, this really is meant for a small, narrow crowd of people. So, but before I start this, if you are interested, make sure you come and hit up Black Bear Harley-Davidson, check out the bike, come and test ride it yourself, and see if the bike truly is meant for you. This video is really going to be going over how it feels to ride this bike, and if this bike really is meant for you, and you do fit into that small demographic. Starting off, nice, lots of power, really feels nice and powerful, really wants to take off. Suspension feels nice and good. Shifting feels absolutely amazing. Nice clunking sound. Feels nice and firm and everything. So the whole point of the ST is to be a sport touring motorcycle. And so with a sport touring motorcycle, it is really up to the person to what makes it sport touring. Sport touring really is about performance and also the ability to tour, which this bike does exceptionally well, and everyone that has done other test rides and reviews of this bike will definitely tell you so. It is absolutely amazing for that point. It has a better performance orientation than a regular Road Glide, and it still tours. But for most people that are looking for this, in order to start building their performance bagger or to just have the best and fanciest Road Glide, this bike really may not be for that person. This bike is really going to be for the person that is much more in line with wanting to be able to tour, but still wants just that closer to a performance bagger, but is happy with where it is. We're at 2,500 RPMs, 5th gear. Let's bring it down to 4th gear, 3,000. Let's give it a nice little roll on. Immediate power. There's the power band. Keeps going. Oh, there's the next one. Freaking rips. These bumps, I'm not feeling anything. This 117 motor has amazing amounts of power. And also with this shark nose fairing, it feels like it absolutely cuts right through the wind. I love it for that. I actually love the Road Glides because of the shark nose fairing. I feel like I'm not fighting any wind with the handlebars. They are probably my favorite fairing touring bikes. Obviously my favorite is the Road King. That's why I ride a Road King. But this is just that extra level of comfort. Probably the biggest downsides I can see from this bike off the bat is probably going to be the seat. It is a solo seat. It's a little bit more firmer for that performance-oriented rider. But other than that, this really does feel like an amazing motorcycle. It has amazing comforts. Your feet are in a really amazing spot. I have seen people talk about the high airflow intake, the big sucker right down here, and people have asked me, does it get in the way? And right now, how I'm sitting, I'm squeezing my legs all the way up. It's not in the way. My feet aren't all the way forward. Maybe when I go for the brake pedal, I bump into it just a little bit, but other than that, I'm not really feeling it. And I also was hitting 90-ish miles an hour, and I'm not getting any buffeting. I'm not getting any excess wind. I'm still getting a little airflow, which is exactly what I like. It's still cooling me down because of these slots right down in here. But even if you want to close off some more, you can close that. That is an amazing feature. And also, because it's a road glide, you got a nice sound system. There we go.
Camper is all tagged, and away we go.
Sounds nice and good here, nice and clear. The bike has plenty of performance. It has plenty of comfort. It's not going to be the most comfortable because of the seats. It's not as plush and as elegant as maybe the CVO or just even a regular road glide, but you're definitely feeling the much more performance oriented in the higher up suspension specifically. And speaking of, I am 5'11", and I am still very clearly flat-footing this bike on both legs, not flamingoing it in any way, but it just feels really amazing. The bike handles super well, leans over very easily. I have no problem with this bike at all handling wise. It moves where you want it to move. Now that it's a touring bike, let's go and take it on the highway. Slicing through, man. This is a bike that does what you want it to do pretty much right from the factory, which is exactly what it was designed to do. You're going to be paying for those luxuries right from the factory, but it is worth it for the person that wants that experience, for the person that is looking for the almost perfect, if not perfect, direct from the factory, for the slightly more performance but not a true performance bagger. Seeing how this bike is actually handling on the highway, it feels absolutely amazing. It feels like it's just casually leaning over. I'm going on a nice Sunday ride through these corners right here. Has plenty of passing power. And surprisingly, for me, I'm a person that normally gets a lot of buffeting from fairing bikes, and I'm not getting any right now. This feels really amazing. I'm quite surprised with this bike, actually. Really enjoying this. Let's also go and hit some bumps right now, see how this feels. The suspension truly does feel going over some bad sections of the road. Downshifting also feels really good as I'm coming down to stop. Let's hit these cracks and these bumps in the road. Honestly, not feeling anything at all. Purposely picking a bad line. It's so minimal. I'm not even complaining. Yeah, the upgraded suspension on this bike handles the horrible roads and the bumps that you may encounter perfectly, and that's exactly what it's intended to do. It's intended to give a much more performance-oriented feel for the rider. And let's check out this turn. Nice and easy. Turns over really well. And it just gets up to speed so easily, so much fun. The 117 really delivers a lot more of that grumble feel than even just the 114. You really feel like you can feel the motor working underneath your butt, and it's part of the unique Harley character that some people don't like, but I do like. And so it just makes it that much more fun. Now let's go ahead and hop off the bike and get my final thoughts and impressions on this, shall we? Absolutely love this bike. It is such an amazing, fun motorcycle, but again, I still don't believe that this bike is for everyone. If you want it, you want it. But for the person that is actually looking at making the true performance bagger, this isn't going to be for you. You're going to be getting rid of almost every upgraded part on this motorcycle as it is. You're going to be wanting more for a true performance bagger. It does everything well. You can take this to the track, but if you're wanting that true performance bagger, it's not right for you. If you're wanting just some upgraded parts, again, I don't think this is for you. I think this is going to be that too much of a price jump for the person that just wants some upgraded parts. But if you're the person that wants the twisty road and fun aspect, but also to have the ability to still be able to go super long distance, it's perfect. this is the perfect bike for you. Some of the downsides, and it is because it is a little bit more of a sport touring, performance-oriented bike, is the seat. The seat is a little bit more stiff. It is definitely meant for the canyon carving, and it's only a solo seat, so you cannot have a passenger on there. And because it's only a solo seat, it does not have passenger pegs. Other than that, absolutely love this bike. So again, thank you Black Bear Harley-Davidson for allowing me to come test ride this bike. It is an amazing bike. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this, and make sure you come and check Black Bear out yourself. They're an amazing dealership, proud partner of our channel. Make sure you tell them Fat Boy Bob sent you. Really does help out. And if you enjoyed the video, guys, make sure you go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. It really does help out the channel. If you're new here, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure you ring that bell notification. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.